Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Throwing, Cousins. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Cousins on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This Cardinals pass rush in 2016 got home 48 times. That's a pretty good number.
A very good number, led the league. Is it just because the dudes that they had, or the scheme, or both, or what?
It's always the dudes first, but their scheme, attacking, pressure, they'll continue to pile up the sacks.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did. Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands. And the Eagles out in front early. Carson Wentz, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. First down, here's Cousins. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Carlos Dansby. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. We remind you that coming up later tonight, this is going to be a good one. The Cowboys and the Raiders going at it in the East Bay.
Oh, that's old school right there.
Old school indeed. Then Monday night, another good late season matchup. The Falcons and the Buccaneers from Tampa to wrap up Week 15. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, Cousins. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Cousins. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. Cousins to his tight end, Davis. Good for a Washington first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Davis. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. We're getting closer here now to halftime, and we may need that halftime break just because there hasn't been much of a break in this first half. A lot of points being put up.
Not much room to breathe, is there? Because these guys are going up and down the field. And let's face it, if you're the offensive coordinator for either squad, pretty happy with what you're seeing. If you're the defensive coordinator,
you're not so happy.
You're frantically searching for something that'll work. You're on the headset talking to your assistant. You're checking your play sheet. You're going through your memory banks of all the tape you've watched. You've got to come up with something, anything that'll help slow them down.
Searching for answers. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Jacob Shum now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. As we look at the numbers, the only thing that really matters is that we've got a tie game. We'll have another half here to figure out who can come out on top. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Redskins with the football late in the first. He'll take the run up the middle. And a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. Score now tied at 10. 1st and 10. Branch is going to take down the QB here. This goes for a loss of 9. Redskins now later on the drive. He'll break free of the pack, and he'll win the sprint to the end zone. That puts them up by a touchdown. Offense out now following the INT. It's going to be a run play here. He'll go in from 21 yards out as the points continue to pile up.
All right, Larry, as you just showed us, plenty of action on the scoreboard, but all tied as we get set for the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
And to give this time to the tailback. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Open space inside the 10. That good for 19 and a first down. And with that carry, he has done it. He breaks the single-game rushing record.
How about doing it in the spotlight of our game? How wonderful is that to see all those yards accumulated, culminating in a brand new NFL record.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. Here's Jacob Shum now as he's on to punt for Arizona. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Here's Cousins. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got some space here. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an...
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Cousins throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then. Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. But that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Cousins. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Quick, his first touchdown on the... Here's Jacob Shum now. He's been terrific so far. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. From the gun, here's Cousins. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start. Second down now after the pass completion. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now running right through it. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag. I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Cousins from the gun on third. He finds Quick. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Well, there it is. After number 5, we were wondering if we would see it, and he has broken the NFL record with his 6th touchdown in this game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
A touchdown, Washington! A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for every other thing?
Here's Jacob Shum now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. And not the start that he expected. You look at the numbers, though, he's got back here to his elite level.
And I get the sense that the defense game planned a little bit different than what he expected. You know, he had an idea from watching tape.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Marcus Golden in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got room. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Alshon Jeffrey, only a couple yards shy of 100. He's at 98 receiving to this point. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Redskins, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with a win. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they drop their 7th game on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.